Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I've been super busy lately getting ready for my solo show, which is coming up in just a couple weeks at Abend Gallery in Denver. So keep an eye out for that. I have a whole video coming up talking about just what it's like getting ready for a solo show. So that should be coming out in the next few weeks. And yeah, in the middle of that, I was able to do this little 9x12 portrait. I think I did it in about 2 days, and I recorded the whole thing so we can watch the video and I can talk about the process. So if you guys can like and subscribe, that would be awesome. It helps out a lot. And yeah, let's get into watching the painting process. So I began with some thin washes of paint like I normally would, but instead of making like hard abstract shapes to work with, I wanted everything to blend together and things to be a lot softer with this painting. So I just did a thin wash and just got right into painting. And then you'll notice as I'm doing the face, I'll lay in the colors and try to have them sort of blend together and be a little softer, and then I'll do some scrapes within the skin tones, and that will further like blend the colors together, and it actually makes for a nice effect of like thin and thick paint that you can build on top of. And in my opinion, it makes it feel a little bit more realistic to have that sort of thin that thin layer of paint. Somehow it feels sort of skin-like, especially when you add the texture and thicker paint on top of that. And just in general, the color palette on this one is a little bit different than what I normally do, so it's a lot of cool colors and just a lot more subtlety. Like normally I would do a harder light source with like more defined shadows, and this is a lot softer. You can see in the hair, I scraped that part of her hair out and I really liked how it looked. So like as the painting progresses, I'm gonna keep making adjustments and adding, but like I sort of try to preserve that area. So that's sort of an example of letting certain areas stay unfinished or just more abstract, but then also like building up around it to make it really flow into the painting more. There you can see like the hair is more defined, but still a little bit of that scrape in there. So now I'm building up the skin tones and trying to sort of build more volume and really have her look more three-dimensional. So like adding some darker areas in certain spots and really developing like the shape, getting more volume. One of the reasons I leave the eyes till the end is so that I can make sure the skin tones and everything about the face is flowing together, and I can actually just like paint through the eyes sometimes. So it doesn't make sense to paint the eyes in perfectly in the beginning. Also, I think it can be a little distracting, so I like to do the eyes last because it just sort of makes the whole thing come together, and it's this like focal point, and it's normally the most detailed part of my paintings. A lot of times I'll turn it upside down to check proportions or check like if there's like a small little thing that looks wrong, like a small drawing error. I can see it better if I turn it upside down and turn the image upside down that I'm working from, and it sort of tricks your eyes to see where there might be a mistake. I'm just about ready to start doing the eyes. Just want to make sure the dark of the eye is in the right position, and that's like the most important thing, and then I can sort of adjust like the fine tuning of the drawing and like the shading. And then I'll put the color of the eye in after I have sort of the general like shape defined. I don't think I got the very end of painting the eyes, unfortunately, but you can see in this final photo how it looks, and yeah, I'm happy with how it turned out. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this painting process today. Now that my solo show is almost here, I'll have a lot more time to do videos, and I have a bunch of ideas lined up, so keep an eye out for new stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.